Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Southerner's Northern Garden. So one thing I wanted to talk about today was one of my favorite brands. I love their products. Everything I've gotten from them has been amazing, and that is Eley. You may have seen their products in a garden center. I know my local garden center has some of their hose reels. Well, a couple of years ago when we were looking to have our hose reel replaced, we were looking for something that was going to last us a very long time, and we stumbled upon Eley. They're an amazing company. They produce amazing products. They're really high quality. So I'm gonna open this up and show you what I've got. Note, I already have two of these at my house. I have one on the back hose spigot. This is going on the front hose spigot, and I also have one in my basement near my utility sink that I use for seed starting. So I have a garden hose in my basement to help me carry my plants through winter and start seeds. So yes, I'm that extra. So let's try and get this open. Bear with me. So this is it. It comes in pieces. It is this beautiful gray color, almost like a weathered bronze, but it looks beautiful in the garden and just kind of fades away. I really like that because I don't want something sticking out like a sore thumb in my garden. So I'll show you a picture on the screen so you can get a better idea of how this works. But they have a pole system, so you can either attach this to a 4x4 post or you can connect it directly to the side of your house. The one on the back of our house, we've connected directly to a post. We use their post system. The one in the basement is connected directly to our concrete wall. The one in the front, I'm going to connect directly to our concrete wall as well. So one great thing about this system is it is very sturdy. It's not going anywhere. You'll have this. There's in fact a 10-year warranty. One thing I really love about these is that they can be set up with what you receive either parallel to the wall or perpendicular to the wall. So in other words, you can either pull the hose to the side where the hose runs along the side of the wall, or you can pull the hose directly out of the wall. So the one we have on the back of the house, we have parallel to the side of the house. So you see the side of the hose reel when looking at it. The one in the basement I have perpendicular to the wall, so I pull the hose directly out from the wall. We've never had a product leak. What can I say? Their stuff is just amazing. It comes with everything you need. It even comes with the leader hose, the hose that goes from the hose reel itself to the hose spigot. Now this size hose reel will hold up to 125 feet of 5/8 inch hose. Along with this, I did order their hose at the maximum length because I want as much length as I can get so I can reach around to the side of the house. I have the same thing on the back of the house. It's 125 feet, and then in the basement, I believe I have a 50-foot hose, which is probably overkill for the basement, but we do have a full basement, so I could stretch it to any part of the basement if I wanted to, if I decided to move my seed starting setup somewhere else. So Eley is great because they have a 10-year warranty. No leaks, no breaks, no rust. If anything like that happens, they will replace it. I have never had an issue with any of my products. I have had one issue where I had to reach out to customer service, and that was fault of my own. I connected one of their nice quick connect systems, which are all brass, to an aluminum fitting on a never kink hose from Lowe's, and at the end of the summer I couldn't remove the fitting and I didn't know why. And I learned that two different metals in connection with a water spigot like that can actually weld together and you cannot remove them. So Eley was actually nice enough to replace the quick connect for me, which I wasn't expecting because it was my fault. I didn't know. But that's what great customer service they have. And their shipping is incredibly quick. So depending on where you live in the United States, they have two distribution systems and you either get your products in 1 day or 2 days. I ordered these Thursday night at probably 9 o'clock and I got them Sunday morning. So even on the weekend, it was amazing. And you don't necessarily need a hose reel that quickly, but if you need an emergency hose reel, you can get your products in 1 or 2 days, which is excellent. So sometimes Eley runs a special where you can get their quick connect system with a purchase of $75 of their products or something similar. And their quick connect system, they send it to you in a package like this, and you get one connection that goes on the end of your hose, and then 3 of these which connect to your attachments, which are really excellent because you don't have to worry about screwing the attachments in every time you want to use a different attachment on your water hose. So I highly recommend their system as well. It's very quick and they're solid brass construction. They're going to last the rest of your life as long as you don't, I don't even know what you could do to destroy these, but they're very sturdy. So Eley has a few other amazing, great products in their product line. One of them are hose guides. I have 5, 6, maybe 7 or more of their hose guides. They're a bit pricey, but they're going to be the last hose guides I ever buy. They are some of the most sturdiest hose guides I've ever seen, and I absolutely love them because the hose glides gently around them because of these plastic, I don't know if they're plastic, but they're a plastic type material around the actual hose guide itself, so the hose slides nicely and then they spin with the hose. They also have these two-way valves, which I have both on my front water spigot and my back water spigot. The two-way valves are also connectable, so you can connect a two-way valve to another two-way valve and just stack them. So you could have 4 offshoots of a water hose if you needed to. I don't have a need for anything that sophisticated in my setup, but I do use the two-way valve specifically in this instance. At the front of my house, I have a hose that goes just to what will be one of these hose reels this coming spring, and then I have a automatic water timer on the other part of the two-way valve, and then I have one of their quick shut-off connectors on the very bottom of the two-way valve. So I've actually somewhat made it a 3-way valve, and then that connector on the bottom goes to my fountain. So I've rigged to my fountain where I can just flip the switch on the water hose and it will fill up, and when it's filled up I can flip the switch off, which makes it really easy to refill my fountain every day. I don't have to drag a hose over there every day. If you are interested in how I set up my fountain to kind of auto refill, leave a comment below and I'll go over that this spring or summer when we're getting the fountain back into production. So my favorite thing from their product line has to be their water hoses. I did not discover their water hoses till last year, and I wish I'd had their water hoses my entire life. So you may have a Never Kink hose from Lowe's. I had Never Kink hoses. Quite honestly, I think they need to change the name of them to Always Kinks because they always kink and they have kink memory. So if you kink them once, they're going to kink forever in that spot. So the Eley hose is kink resistant as well. However, if it kinks, it will not retain that kink memory. So like I mentioned, the Never Kink, if they kink in that spot, they're always going to kink in that spot. I've had my Eley hose kink so few times, and if it ever does kink, you just give it a little shake and it pops right out. It's amazing. They are super light without water in them. When they do fill up with water, they are still lighter than anything I've used before. They're a beautiful gray color to match their hose reel perfectly. You can get the Eley hoses cut in any size you need, so 25 feet increments all the way up to 200 feet. They also do custom cuts of hose, so if you need like a specific length of hose for any purpose whatsoever, they will do that up to 95 feet. So the Eley hoses also carry that same 10-year warranty, so any defects in manufacture will be covered 10 years, and my experience with their customer service, even though it was my fault, they were amazing and quickly got me out a replacement. Their products are amazing, their warranty is amazing, their customer support is amazing. They have a whole line of products that can do about anything you need to do in the garden, and I'll put a link below, so if you want to purchase, you can purchase through this link, then it'll help support my channel. I'm really excited to put out my hose reel this spring. I saved for it last year because I wanted something beautiful to go in the front yard that would just kind of blend into the house and the surroundings and not stick out. So be lookout for their products if you need something new, and remember, in a world full of hate, be a light. Bye everyone.